Hello everybody, it's the FarmSim guy here. Welcome back to Northern Coast. It's a pretty, as you would say in Scotland, a dreich day. Let's just see the sea over there, but it is pretty cold and pretty wet. The benefit is our 2 fields are ready to harvest again, which is great. And we have also invested in another field, which is just over here through our main gate, and we have another large grass field here. So we are going to continue with some more grasswork this episode, but we've got ourselves a bit of help. So I'm just going to head down to the shop, pick up a few bits of new machinery and something that we have on loan. So we'll jump in the little Valtra, because we need to pick up a little fertilizer spreader, and then we will head back. But we will head back with a third tractor. It would appear that our barley is ready as well. That's good to see. So we will make sure we get that combine. Obviously not today, not on a wet day. So we can crack on with the grass work in the wet, for the silage, and hopefully, looking at the forecast, we might get some drier conditions in the afternoon. If you watched my Oakfield Farm episode this week, we did a silage session there with some pretty heavy machinery, and I found a lovely pusher. We used the butt crate last time, but I don't know what you would call it, a blade that helps us push the silage to the back of the bunker, which is an issue we were having last time. So there it is. But look what else is there. We'll just jump out and have a look at it. A Case Magnum. Look at that. That is a serious bit of kit with floater tyres on it. Sun trying to push through. And this brilliant Viacon mower, which does away with the need for a windrower. So we've got belts on there. They'll actually pick up the grass as it's cut and put it into lovely rows for us to pick up with the forage wagon. So we should get through quite a lot of grass very, very quickly. Now, what I've got is the little Valtra is going to pick up the blade there. It's going to pick up this little fertilizer spreader, and then we'll hook up the mower to the case. And we'll turn on follow me and we'll just head back to the farm. Now, I'm quite sure you don't want to watch me doing that, so I will quickly jump on a time lapse, get everything set up, head back to the farm, and then we can get started on the field work. So here we are back on the farm. Just want to drop this off actually and give it a little test. Just leave the fertilizer spread on the back of the Valtra. I'll come and get that in a little while. But yes, I wanted to test this because it worked so well on Oakfield the other day. I'm convinced it's the right solution. I do have the buck rake on the front of this tractor, which looks awesome with the real dirt mod on. I mean, that looks fantastic. Anyway, I digress. We're going to keep the buck rake because, to be honest, it costs very little and could come in handy for other things, cleaning out sheds potentially. But we'll just pop it in the corner here for now. Drop that down, unhook it, and we'll just go and pick up that blade. Oops, that was going to crash into something then. Yeah, we'll pick up the blade and hopefully it is as good as it was the other day. It's a smaller version of the one I used the other day. But you see how everything's at the front of the or kind of moving forward and relatively flat. I would like to get a relatively high mound of stuff at the back of the silage pit. Okay, we'll run this for a few minutes. Try and get stuff pushed to the back of the pit. So that, even that, you know, if you lift it up, there we go. Zoom out a bit so you guys can see a little bit better what's going on. Basically it means that we can get stuff pushed into here a lot better, which is great. I'm sure it'll need compacting again, but I'm okay with that. The dual wheels are better placed when we're compacting the grass down, but to start with, just to avoid getting stuck along the side of the walls, I am going to drop these dual wheels off, and we'll just set him ready for when our first loads come back in. Now, decision time. Do we put the fertilizer on one of these and the Valtra, get these fertilized quickly? They are ready to harvest. To be honest, I want to play with this bad boy. We will mow the grass first, because actually I don't think when it's ready to harvest, if you put fertilizer on it, it makes a difference. I think it's too late in the day. Obviously that's there to help you with growth, so when it's finished growing, it's a bit too late. Gate opened. There we go, we had to use Control Y there rather than the side panel. I need to work out which button that is. Unfold the mower for the front as well. We'll lower the mower for the front. And turn on the mower for the front. And we are, I do believe, good to go. Now I'm going to reverse. My rear mower is not on. Let me just turn that back on. There we go. Crikey. Was harder than it should have been, but yes, there we go. Look at our windrow there, or our windrow. Let's just get it away from the hedge a bit, too close to the hedge. There we go. Okay, I'm on it. Sit back and relax, guys. I expect we won't only be a few minutes on this, so I will put it on a time lapse. And we'll be back shortly. There we go. That was absolutely awesome. They are a phenomenal bit of kit. Look how neat those rows are. That's phenomenal. Oh, I'm so pleased with that. Yes, it might be overkill. But do you know what? Efficiency is the name of the game here. We are getting stuff done. Getting stuff done. So now before we jump into the next field, it looks like it's brightening up. Before we jump into the next field, I'm just going to go and pick that up, I think. Just drop it on the floor there. Shouldn't take as long to do this, hopefully. And again, I think you've seen enough of us doing this before. It's going to be interesting to see how quickly this fills up. But yeah, don't see any reason why we shouldn't drop this onto a little time lapse as well. What with those beautiful straight rows, it's not going to take as long to pick all this up. Well, there we go. That felt incredibly good. Nice and efficient. Trailer filled up quickly. What was that? 3.5 trailer loads out of one field. It's a good load. So, what I'm going to do, just before we start compacting, I mean, look at the difference. That's fantastic. We've got 2 other fields to go yet. So just before we get stuck into the next step, take advantage of this time. Take this little fertilizer spreader, fill it with fertilizer, courseplay that first field. Make sure it's well fertilized so that we can get a crop off it next time. And the other thing I'm going to do is set the mower on courseplay as well, and get that rattling around field 2 whilst we compact down some of the silage. And the capacity of this is big. Okay, that'll do, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to use all of that, no way. So we'll just pop this in the gate here. We'll get stuck in. Judging on how quickly the other 2 fields grew back, this is not going to take long at all. Right, there we go. Field 40. Pretty sure we'll only need one headland pass with a 24 metre working width. Yeah. It's going to be done in about 10 seconds flat, isn't it? There we go, but regardless of whether or not it's going to be done in 10 seconds flat or not, we'll let him do his thing. And we'll jump in this guy, and we'll do exactly the same. Course generation. This will not take long either. Let's do 2 headland passes if it'll let us. Headland corners, smooth. Generate field course. Oh, he's got a short edge. That's interesting as well. Okay. And first waypoint, drive course. Now, hopefully we'll keep the belts down. Or I'm going to have to very quickly cancel this and set it up again. But it looks like it's doing what I want. Yeah, front mower's not working on the corners. We might need to just go and pick some of that up at the end. That's looking good as well. Right. It's compacting time. Let's get it pushed to the back. And then we'll go in with the dual wheels on, crush it down even further. Maybe time to get a hilarious roller for it as well. There we go. That looks pretty splendid. Look at that. Talk about efficient use of space. We are way better than we were before. What a find these are. What a find. Wish I'd bought a wider one. But it'll do for what it'll do now. 63% done, so what I really need to do now is run over this with some heavy tyres. Now, somebody's finished. I don't know who it is. Oh, he's going, so it's definitely not him. N154E. It's a good tractor name, isn't it? Here he is. It's not taking him long at all. Now, I don't know what the fertilization was before, but it is well and truly 100% now. Well, it does need ploughing. Now, you know, in an ideal world, we should probably run a plough over it at some point. But for now it'll do. I'm a little bit annoyed with this rain now. Dampened my spirits. Check how the mower's doing. Almost finished. Not even sure if I'll bother going tidying up some of these edges for the little amount of grass it'll be. And the fact that, to be honest, it's going to grow pretty quick. So what I'll probably do after that is go and pick up this second field, get it thrown into the silage count. But I think we'll maybe stop this episode just here, as this finishes the second field. Quite enjoyed today. It's been good fun. Definitely some better choices with equipment than we had before. It's just a big chunk at the end here. I'm going to have to get that, aren't I? Okay, like I said, I'm going to call it there for tonight for this video. We will carry on compacting this grass and we will pick up from that second field. Maybe even get the third field done off camera, so when we come back for the next episode we could be looking at harvest. weather permitting. Certainly the sun's shining a bit brighter now, and there's only a sun on my forecast, which is good. So we could be at a good spot. But anyway, we'll pop the jewelries back on this, and we'll go and compact some grass. As always, I appreciate you all stopping by and checking the vid out. Much appreciated. And I will see you all again very soon for some more Farming Sim 19 gameplay with me, the FarmSim guy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.